Thank you for listening to another episode of the Woo Podcast. Here are your hosts, Jair and Ricardo Woo.
All right, I'm going to put this right here, but I don't want to make the sound on the table. That was better.
Bam, bam, bam.
Welcome to another episode of the Woo Podcast. Happy Monday.
Bam, bam, bam.
Hope you're having a good day, good evening, good morning, good night, whatever time of the day you are listening to this.
Everything.
Say hello, my brother.
His brother. Hello.
Hello. This is Jair.
This is Ricky.
And really excited, by the way, before we get into everything, I just want to mention that we do have a video version. We are now on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out our podcast, if you're a listener, we finally have video. So if you want to go, it took us 31 episodes, which is really hard to just, I don't know. I was going to say comprehend, but it's just crazy, right?
Fathom.
30 episodes. 31, which is nuts to think that we've done 31 episodes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you guys want to watch our faces, our expressions, sometimes you want to watch it, go check us out. We have it. So youtube.com, what is it?
/ the Woo Podcast.
So if you want more info, check our Instagram, all of that. Yep. I'm looking at the camera right now. Anyway, today we are going to be discussing some, once again, just topics of this week. Before we get into all of that, how was your week? How is your week?
My week's been good. Typical week, work, relaxation when I can.
Relaxation.
Didn't do much. The weekend went by fast this week.
I know, it's crazy.
What did we do? I feel like I did something with you. Oh, we went to my mom's?
We had this amazing ramen place.
Yes.
It's awesome. We haven't had ramen I haven't had ramen in like a year. Mm-hmm. So it was good to find a little place that is actually really, really, really good.
Yeah.
So we had that. We went all out.
Takeshi ramen.
We never really go out like together, I feel like.
We do. Actually, we go out all the time.
Actually, true.
Are you talking about to eat?
I guess it's, like to have like just sit down dinner.
Yeah, no, not that often.
But it was nice.
COVID.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the week. Yeah, it went by fast. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to get right to it. The topic of this week. This actually happened on International Women's Day. Why do I keep talking like that, the accent? So
the camera's
if you guys have heard of the Burger King scandal, this was actually Burger King UK that tweeted this. They trolled the internet and basically they made news all around, and it, like I said, happened on the Women's Day, and they just tweeted basically saying women belong in the kitchen. Ugh. Which, of course, stored up controversy right away. Now, once again, this is, I was going to say Big Brother UK. This is Burger King UK, but it was a thread. So they did tweet women belong in the kitchen on that day, but it was a thread. So following that, there was a tweet underneath that says, if they want to, of course, yet only 20% of chefs are women. We're on a mission to change the gender ratio in the restaurant industry by empowering female employees with the opportunity to pursue a culinary career. We are proud to be launching a new scholarship program which will help female Burger King employees pursue their culinary dreams. So essentially, they use this as like a stunt to promote their new scholarship program.
Oh, man.
I don't know. What do you think of that?
Dude, they missed the mark. I'm sorry. You can't put that. Can you go back to that screen real quick? There's something I noticed. Think about this. So the first tweet was women belong in the kitchen. That tweet has 120,000 retweets.
That was
132,000 quote tweets and 467,000 likes. Now
it's way higher up now though, because this is just a screenshot.
That was a screenshot. Okay,
like a few hours after that.
So when Jaid screenshotted this, sorry. Think about those numbers. They replied with their correction of,
right away.
The reason we put this is because we're out to change that. We're on a mission. That tweet only has 12,000 instead of 120,000 retweets.
So wait, what are you trying to say?
That they missed the mark. Why would you start off with women belong in the kitchen? That's just
because
going to
they
piss
know what
more
they're
people off.
they know what they're doing.
But look at the retweets. You know how many more people just saw the women? And then we're in an age where you're just scrolling. So people aren't going to look at the whole thread. I'm going to scroll and be like, women belong in the kitchen. Oh, BKUK fucked up.
Right.
And then just keep scrolling.
There was a lot basically of, well, they did that because they're, I don't want to say they're smart, but
I get it. We're
they
talking
know
about it.
that it is going to cause this uproar and people catching it news and everyone talking about it because they made a sexist remark about women belonging in the kitchen. But this is just like I don't know who works in their marketing or I don't know, social media, who had that idea, but it's still up. If you guys go back, a lot of, companies and brands, whenever they do something like this, they immediately maybe take it down or they apologize. They have not. I mean, they did it for a reason, to promote the scholarship program, which people are canceling Burger King. And I don't know. I feel like we should first off cancel culture. Secondly, cancel. I'm just kidding. I was going to say Burger King is not even that great anyways. Just saying. When was the last time you had Burger King?
Hey, man, I love their chicken sandwiches.
That was actually a childhood.
It's nostalgic. Yeah.
We had that all growing up, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I haven't had it in years.
It's been months.
But I don't know. What do you think about that? I know I asked you already, but like, I don't know. I definitely do agree with you. They missed the mark.
It sucks.
They know what they did. You know what you did.
Yeah, we can sit here and say like, oh, it actually worked because we're talking about it. People are talking about it. It made the news. People are retweeting.
Oops.
The thing, I think they missed the mark because just why would you start off with something like that? Like you could have just started off with, or in the same tweet put, women should stay in the kitchen.
I'm looking for
just
screenshots,
kidding,
but
blah blah, or I don't know, like not even put that. Just don't even say that. It's one of those things.
So,
just don't say.
I'm reading. Go on.
No, what were you saying?
No, you go on.
No, I was just.
I'm working on it. I don't want to cut you off.
No, go for it.
Okay. Well, I screenshotted some comments from people. I mean, there was you guys know thousands and thousands of comments. For example, one of them wrote, "I never thought I'd say this, but Burger King pulled a pro gamer move, get people mad about the tweet, thus gain attention while simultaneously bringing awareness to more women in their industry. Genius. That's just an opinion." Someone say might honestly be one of the dumbest tweets sent from a company in recent years. And some people even said all of this during International Women's Day. Talk about perfect timing. Someone said women belong in the kitchen. Opinion. Burger King's food is garbage. Fact. That's just people, of course, giving their opinions. But yeah, to say that this was not planned is wrong.
Yeah, it's just risky because now you got people who, no matter what you say after, they're going to stick to that one tweet and potentially just never buy from you again. They just don't. You never know. It's just a risky tweet, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I feel like they could have just promoted their scholarship in other ways.
Without it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just put Happy International Women's Day. This is what we're doing to support women.
It's just crazy to me to just see like the tweet itself is like, what?
Women belong in the kitchen, period. Burger King UK.
Verified. Nuts.
Yeah.
That was stupid also, in my opinion. It's like some people would say it's smart. I think it's dumb. But that leads to another discussion that I want to talk about today, which is cancel culture, right? Which is, something that I'm sure you've heard of or we've all talked about. I guess in your words, like how would you define cancel culture?
In my words would be someone says something or does something that's, not appropriate, and a large group of people pretty much hold you to that one thing that you did. Yeah. And won't support you anymore,
They cancel.
Listen, you're canceled pretty much. You're ostracized.
It usually happens if it's any, like you said, racist remark, homophobic remark,
something inappropriate,
transphobic, sexist. And usually if that person of following or whatever it may be, like you said, says something ignorant or whatever, anything they produce or anything they're in, it just doesn't get viewed or people just cancel. And I feel like this did happened, I feel years ago with the rise of social media where people were like, oh, they're canceled. I think it was just like a kind of like a joke, right? It was like, oh, they're canceled. But now it's like an actual term, cancel culture, which I think that in and of itself is pretty toxic.
It's tough,
in my opinion.
It's tough because people make mistakes.
Right.
You could go out and make a dumb comment one day, and just because you said that one comment doesn't mean that's how you are. But people are gonna hold you to that.
Right.
And it's like, yo, haven't you ever said something stupid in your life?
Sorry.
Let it out.
I keep wanting to burp. So I agree with you. I mean, there are certain things though. Like I do understand the two sides. I'm a Libra, Just kidding. So I understand. Okay, for example, yes, people. I feel like if you really, I don't know, it is hard because there are some things in my opinion that are just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you can't come back from. It's just kind of like some stuff I do agree, but I also agree with. I mean, I think if you do it repeatedly, right? If you do something repeatedly and you're known to be like a racist person, there's no excuse for that. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't support you. There's like no room for that anywhere, any racism. But I'm saying like people kind of, that's like a side thing, by the way. If someone says racist things repeatedly, homophobic things repeatedly, things like that, I mean, that for me is unexcusable, right? Mm-hmm. But people that get... What I'm trying to say is that I feel like nowadays people just cancel people for any reason.
Right.
Or they're looking for things to take you down with. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that I feel like is...
Yeah, I don't like it.
Toxic.
I don't like... And we've had this conversation before. I remember there was an artist that got backlash for something that they posted when they were like 15. And I remember us talking about it, and I'm like, she was 15. Like, who cares what she tweeted or put?
Who?
And I don't really, it doesn't matter. They don't know me, but it was that Fifth Harmony girl, Camila.
Oh, Camila.
Yeah.
Hamilton. Just kidding.
I don't know what that. I haven't heard
Camila
that one.
Canola. Yeah.
Camila Cabello. But you were saying where you were like, no, like I've never said anything like that in my life. Like, how does she just post that? And I'm like, yo, she was 15. Like, she was dumb. Like, she learned. Like, obviously she's not racist. Like,
so Ricky's talking about, I guess there was a lot of screenshots and things that came up with the one member from the group Fifth Harmony that are now, they're not a group anymore, but Camila Cabello, there was racist things that were dug up from her Tumblr page. And I guess she never defended her bandmate Normani when she had racist, like people were sending her images of her getting, murdered and stuff, like really crazy stuff and death threats, and she never spoke up. So all this adds to people like canceling her, but I mean, I guess it didn't work because she's still like, working. But Ricky was saying that, like, which I agree too. It's like people, sometimes if it's things that happen when you were a kid, like that I understand too. It's like, you know what I mean?
Even bad humor though.
In a way.
Like, for example, I've heard you say some shit where if we literally just took it out of context, took it out, you're not joking, just literally write it down what you said. You've said some shit where it could be taken wrong.
Right.
So have I.
But of like what?
So, I'm not gonna be throwing that.
Because I don't never say anything like anything in that way of like racist or anything like in that way.
Okay. So
I'm just clearing that out because that sounds like you're implying that. So
no, Jade's never said anything racist
or jokingly.
I'm not gonna go into detail.
No, I've never joked about anything like that and have told you.
Right.
Like, I always tell.
I didn't mean racist though. I just meant stupid shit. Like everyone says stupid shit. I've heard almost everybody that I've met say something stupid at one point, but that doesn't mean they're that person or they're like that. I don't know. I just think we live in an age where it's really tough, man. You could say something and someone will just take it out of context, blast it on social media, and now you have to defend yourself, which is like, what the fuck?
Well, pay attention to what you put. I mean, do you know what I mean? That's like my kind of mentality or my way of thinking for that. It's if you have a platform, I mean, be smart about what you post. Like, if you have to question a joke or question a tweet or question something you're writing or putting out there for the public to see, if you're questioning that, then maybe it's not a smart idea to post it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
So it's kind of like, or humor, I know we're kind of rambling, but that's part of the podcast. We talked about all this, but you've mentioned before, it's like comedians, which I understand, like they do get a pass, but sometimes like you don't have to, I guess, just be smarter about your jokes. Like why throw in there things that can possibly be misogynistic or taken certain ways. Do you know what I mean?
It's part of the bit.
I mean,
like someone who I've seen a lot of stand up, and it's part of the bit. If you take that part out, it won't make it as funny, to be honest. I mean, I've seen, but I also get where it's like, yo, you gotta be careful because it could hurt people's feelings. But then most comedics, and this is just something I've heard them say. Obviously, I'm not a comedian or anything like that, but all the comedians I've seen, and it's kind of true. They're like, if you don't want to get your feelings hurt, don't watch my material. It's like, yo, I'm trying to make people laugh. It might be inappropriate. It might hurt some people's feelings, but I'm saying it as a joke. I'm saying it to entertain. I'm saying it to make people come together and laugh in one room.
Right.
I'm not saying it to hurt someone's feelings. So if you're going to take it that way, just don't watch it. I'm very like that, but I also get the other side. I get the side of anything you guys say that offends me is going to hurt my feelings. So.
There's just certain lines I feel like you just don't even...
Yeah, it's
why
tough.
Joke about things like that? Does that make sense? But I get it. It's like, you know what you're going for. So I guess I'm not defending things like that, but it's, you know, if you're going to a specific comedy show and you know that his jokes may be in poor taste, then I mean, yeah, it's true. I guess you know what you're paying for.
What do you mean in poor taste?
Like, I don't know. There's different types of comedies, of course, comedy, but like if there's a specific comedian that, speaking of the Burger King tweet, if there's comedians that, you know, say sexist jokes to be funny, and like if you don't like that, then like don't go for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you like, I don't know. There's dirty humor. There's
imitation humor. There's a bunch of different kinds.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it about the whole Burger King scandal, which I thought was kind of, it's not funny, but it's funny, but it's dumb, but it's like, what?
Yeah.
I guess things in 2020.
Women belong in the kitchen. Shout out to all the women out there listening.
I know. I love every.
Hell yeah. Without women, there would be no men.
Who are your role models? Your women role models. While he talks to you, I'm going to just check something that's, if everything's still rolling with the video. Don't forget to check out our video. But talk about talk about my mama.
So Jay's leaving me now. Women role models, my mom, and my mom. I don't know. Who else? I got my mom. She's not really a role model, but someone that I'm like impressed with is Sarah Blakely, just because I follow her husband. Her husband's my role model. But
who's Sarah Blakely?
The creator of Spanx. Those Spanx that women wear.
Yes.
Yeah. Her husband's Jesse Itzler. Freaking beast. But yeah.
A beast in this. But
beast.
All in all, to wrap up the topic of cancel culture,
give people second chances.
I agree with that in a way. Depending on what, I know I keep saying
depending on what it is, if you want to.
Depending on what it is. I mean, if there's someone that's like an avid, for example, I don't want to bring it up, but I am bringing it up, like a Trump supporter and things like that. I mean, that I'm like, I don't really like.
Yeah, pick and choose who you give your second chances to.
But if someone makes an honest mistake, owns up to it, and is genuine about it, I believe that people deserve second chances, because how do you expect people to learn and to grow if by a dumb, ignorant mistake they are basically like blacklisted or just kind of like pushed out, right? Like, how do you expect them? I know with canceling them, quote unquote, or whatever that may be, they'll get humbled or like they'll learn. But yeah, I believe that, you know, we're humans, we make mistakes. And
I like that. For me, I like what you said. It's important if they own up to it.
Yeah.
Someone who won't own up to it, I don't know.
Now, apologies are, make it be a genuine. This is in general.
Apologies are what?
In general, in life and in real day-to-day relationships, if like, you know, we make mistakes as human beings, right? No one's perfect. I'm just saying, if it's an apology, just have it be genuine, right? Don't make it be like, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Right.
Or I'm sorry if you guys took it out of context. No, it's like, I'm sorry for X, Y, and Z because blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I even appreciate the, I'm not sorry for what I said, but I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
Really?
I appreciate that because they're telling me like, yo, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm not going to take back what I said.
But what?
I don't know.
So why apologize?
Because they at least it lets me know like they're not just being a dick. Like
they hurt your feelings.
Yeah, but they didn't mean to.
Right.
I don't know. To me, it's important. I don't know. Some people will be like, it doesn't matter. You hurt my feelings.
Well, it's like, I understand. It's kind of like if someone's going to apologize. I hope they know what they're apologizing for. Not just like, oh, I'm sorry you feel the way you feel.
Oh, no, not like that. Oh, okay. It's like a genuine, like, oh, shit. Like, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to. Right. I'm not sorry for what I said, but I'm sorry you hurt your feelings. Like,
or I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I didn't mean to.
We're giving apology lessons here. How to apologize 101.
Yeah. It's so funny we're talking about apologies because I feel like I used to apologize so much when I was growing up. This is another thing. This is another episode. Can you guys hear me okay? I keep like putting my mouth up to the mic.
Yes, sir.
But that's that's funny. I noticed like when people apologize so much, I constantly have to be like, why are you apologizing?
Yeah.
Oh, like, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm like, why are you sorry?
I've worked on that.
You know, sorry. Like, what? For what? Like,
it's just habit at that point.
You drop something. I'm sorry.
Okay, pick it up.
No. I'm serious.
No, I know.
I used to be like that. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's like, don't like.
There's someone that comes to mind when you say that.
I had no idea.
He knows who.
I looked it up,
but
because there's going to be a picture of them on YouTube. I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, what?
I don't even know who he's talking about. But it took me a while to realize.
Yeah.
You know, all that. It's like. Anyway, we're rambling. We're rambling on. Other news this week. What have happened? Did you see that TikTok viral video?
Can you
Well, there's so many TikTok viral videos.
I'm not even on TikTok, and he's over here saying if I saw a TikTok video.
Well, because I showed you a snippet of it of that girl that it went viral, as I'm sure many TikToks go viral, but this girl in New York that went, basically like removed her mirror from her bathroom and found like another full apartment basically adjacent to hers. Like it was
fucking crazy.
It was like an abandoned apartment.
Like remove the mirror and there's a hole.
There's a little like square. She went in, which I mean, fuck.
Would you go in?
Hell no.
I feel like if my friends were at the apartment, I'd go in. Alone, I probably wouldn't because you never know. But people around me, I'll be like, all right, spot me. Don't fucking leave. No. Have to be the right friends because some of my friends would probably joke, like play a prank on me and leave.
What if there's someone living down there?
Well, then fucking.
It was creepy.
Fucking be ready. Walk in with your fists already.
No, that's how people die. In
movies. But wouldn't that be a great story?
You'll be dead.
Yeah, but like think about family. Like, yo, so how did
no?
Hey, how's Jair doing? Oh, I'm sorry, passed. What happened? Well, he was in his apartment. He was in the bathroom. He removed the mirror, found a hole in there. He went in. There was another apartment, and then some guy killed him. Like, that's a story.
That's crazy. That's wow.
Jay's like, no.
No, I'm okay with that. I want to live.
It's fucking crazy though.
But yeah, that reminded me once again. We talked about this in the last episode of Parasite. Actually, I won't spoil it because you haven't watched it. But
I still don't know what that's about.
We'll have to watch that.
Is it on Netflix?
It is on. No, I don't think so. I think it's on. It's on Hulu.
Oh,
I don't know, Hulu.
I'll watch it sometime soon so we can talk about it. But yeah, did you see the whole wedding thing?
The wedding
or the royal family thing? The wedding thing? I don't know.
The royal wedding.
The royal wedding. Isn't that? Oh no, that was like months ago, huh?
This is a year ago. The Meghan Markle and a Harry interview with Oprah.
Shit, man. I swear I'm not drinking anything. There's not no.
We're getting used to this.
I'm sober. I think it's the camera and the lights.
We can cut. There's edits.
No. I like that. Leave that in there. Shows how my brain works.
He's talking about the Meghan Markle and Harry interview
with Oprah
Winfrey. To be honest, I'm not. I did not watch it, but I read all about it. I have to watch that actually, but I was reading about
2 hours, huh?
It's like 2 hours.
That's what made me not watch it.
Why?
It's 2 hours.
It is.
So
but I heard it was really good though. Honestly, I did. I read like the key points, and I don't know why I did the quotations, but like I read about all of that, which is really, really crazy actually.
Yeah. So what I did was I waited for the day after, and when was it? 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? The day after.
Well, when this is up, it's been like a week.
It's been when this is up, it'll be.
This
a week.
just happened. It just shows you how we are. We're getting better at like the closer to date of posting, but clearly some of our stuff is pre-recorded. So this happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Or a day? No, 2 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much I waited for the day after the interview to watch all the like Today's Show, Jimmy Fallon, Piers Morgan. It was on a bunch of different news outlets, and I saw videos of them talking about the wedding.
Yeah.
Today's Show had Oprah on. She talked about it. And what I heard of it is it's actually kind of crazy.
Well, elaborate.
The fucking royal family's racist, pretty much.
My gosh.
No. That was the main part I got out of it was, well, one, I think it was really important. So apparently in the interview,
there's systemic racism freaking from like so long ago. I mean, so long ago from.
Yeah. And this is just a little portion of this whole interview. Like there was a bunch of different things they talked about, but one little portion was that apparently there was questions about her, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's son about, one, they didn't give him a title. So he was born not given a title, and they were questioning pretty much his place in the family because of his color. They didn't know if he was going to be born.
They had to worry about
just darker
skin color, which is wild.
It's fucking crazy.
And therefore, since he doesn't have, like you said, a title or like, I don't know, he doesn't have protection, right? Or security.
No security, yeah.
So it is just wild, to say the least.
2020 and
well, like you said, there's it's not a shock to hear that there's systemic racism like engraved within the royal family or in like UK. Crazy. I mean, this is crazy. So it's something that they've never like dealt with, which is like, what color is this baby's skin gonna be? Like, what does that mean for the family? Which is like, I don't even know how to put it into words.
It's fucking crazy.
Like to think that is like a thought that goes through your mind, being in like the royal family. I don't know. That's just crazy.
It got to a point where, which I'm glad she spoke about it because I think it's important. But it got to a point where Meghan Markle, and for those who don't know,
I saw that clip.
Actress. She's the actress, and she married Prince Harry. Actually, one of my favorite shows. She was on Suits. So check that show out. But it got to a point where she actually wanted to kill herself.
Yeah.
So she spoke about all her suicidal thoughts, being in that, in the royal family, and how she was treated. Apparently the UK media would twist and make up lies about her, which is funny.
Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Which
it's crazy.
Kind of, it mirrors a lot of what happened.
But other than that, they didn't clarify anything about it. They didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I'll have to watch the full thing. If you're watching, by the way, on YouTube, had to go back and turn it on because there's technical difficulties happening, but it's fine. But if you're just a listener listening in your car, wherever you're listening, don't worry about that. You're probably off? It turned off. So we're learning as we're going with the whole video production, but I'm excited about this. Once again, if you're listening, not watching video, don't worry about what we're talking about. You're probably confused. Like, what? What are you guys talking about? But yeah, that's basically it for today's the hot topics, just what's been going on. I want to talk a little bit about cancel culture because I did get some of those messages, and I want to ask you as well, if you're watching, please let us know in the comments. Send us direct messages for any suggestions of topics. Like, we love talking about kind of like the latest topics and specific, like hot topics or specific, I don't know, subjects or things you guys want us to discuss. Please let us know in the comments or in the DM. Slide into the DM. And anything you want to say to sign us off? I feel like I'm hunching here.
Hello to all the people who are gonna be here for our first YouTube video.
I know, I'm excited. This should be cool.
You're one of the first.
You're the first. Give us a like. Share this. I feel like I'm doing a YouTube/podcast.
You gotta do it now.
But
you're the one that's used to this. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna log off here. See ya.
Logging out.
Take care. Bye.